tide. Don't fight with the current that guided you. Melt the ice round the furnace.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about to get underway, towing the slab in today's game. It's Sonny Gray. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Stephen Kwan.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way just to let it travel a hair more.
And he takes a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You won't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That's off the inside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Scott makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Guardians lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Kyle Manzardo stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball.
1 out, base is empty. That one
ball,
way
2
inside.
strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Fly ball to right. And there are 2 down.
Batting third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end. Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it, right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez off of first with 2 away. Runner on the go. He swings and fouls one off. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Here's a rip to short. but he's there for the third out. Guardians lead one. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium. And starting in this one, Tanner Bybee. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Mason Wynn, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Bybee, a 6'2" righty, 26 years old, and he was a fifth-round pick in 2021. Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Got him. And that's the first out. So now here's the DH, Alec Burleson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is downstairs. In the air, out towards left center, and he makes the catch. That's out number 2. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. And with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, you have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. You have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also...
Oh, that got him.
Got him right there. First base.
Here's Nolan Arenado. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Come on, Nolan.
And the 1-0. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed
One
there.
ball, one strike.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and he went, says Larry Bullard. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. The Cards leave one. We played an inning. No score. Back here in St. Louis, here's Lane Thomas.
Center fielder, Lane Thomas.
Gray back to work. That catches the top part of the zone, and that is strike 1. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Right through there for a strike. Runner on the move. Center field. Scott makes the grab. And there's one away.
Batting seventh, right fielder, Will Brennan.
Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians.
Double play kills the inning. Come on, Cardinals, let's go.
And that's a little high.
Counts 1-0. Let's do it, Cardinals.
And it's even up. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that misses. And now 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Scott under it, snags it for the second out. Bo Naylor at the plate now. That one's in there. Strike one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And strike 2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
2 strikes.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're none of it.
Brendan Donovan.
Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
Next offering is in for a strike. Right back to him on the mound. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting sixth, left fielder, Lars.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar. And a foul ball. The next offering misses. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, he left that changeup up. Got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
This to third, Ramirez. Whips it across.
He's out.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Right
Good
fielder,
fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Walker.
Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. That one's in there, 0-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Second inning here, no score. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
off for the
here's Brian
Guardians,
Rocchio.
Shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way,
Now batting,
but that time
left fielder,
a little anxious.
Steven Kwan.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. And the batter now, Steven Kwan. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Strike on the inside corner. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One down, base is empty. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Really nice
next
job of
for
2-strike
Cleveland,
hitting in that
the
at bat.
designated
When you flare a
hitter,
ball out
Kyle
behind
Gonzalez.
second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
One gone, runner at first. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo. Fastball for a strike. Kwan, the base runner at first with 1 out. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground to the left, and that's a fair ball. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Back-to-back base
Now
hits.
batting,
Wasn't able to
third
elevate
baseman,
that one, but he
Jose
sure hit it
Ramirez.
hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
1 out. Runner at second. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Way inside, and that hit him.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing
Now
that pitch
batting,
right there,
the
not
first
staying
baseman,
through the
Carlos
target, and
Santana.
clearly not the release point he wanted.
And Cleveland on top 1-0. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Ball.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Hey.
And fouled off.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Here comes Lane Thomas. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott sizes this one up, makes the catch, and that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. And we're back,
Leading
set
off
for the
for
bottom
the
of the 3rd,
Cardinals.
and now it's Ivan Herrera. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
0-2.
Outside
Ball 1.
low, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. That one back. And it one-hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts the bottom of the 3rd with a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Victor Scott next up for the Cardinals. 3rd baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. That one at 95, missed up top, and that is ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out here in the last half of the 3rd. And that's in there at the knees.
1-1.
And a count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Runner at second, nobody out. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Mason Wynn getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Herrera, the runner at second with 1 away. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Next offering misses, and now it's 3-2. Alec Burleson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Alec Burleson next up for the Cardinals. Fly to left his first time. Just missed. Man on second, 2 down. Yeah, that's fouled off. Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 1 and the Cardinals nothing. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Angel Martinez. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Martinez, 23 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Out towards right center. That's well struck. This looks like extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So digging in, Will Brennan. Fly to center his first time. That's through there for a strike. No outs. Runner on second. And there's a foul ball. Man at second. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter's going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And up next for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Struck out swinging his first time. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. And now 2-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. Late on that fastball.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe. It's 2-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Everyone's
Now
trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Ryan Rocchio will hit next. He struck out swinging in his first at-bat. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Corrals it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. One run across in the frame so far. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. That one pushed foul. And now 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Here's Contreras now.
For the Cardinals, first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Outside low, 1-0.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Thomas gets under it. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan
Arenado comes in to take his cuts. Nolan Arenado at the plate. Arenado, guy who delivers big-time power at the dish and will probably go down as one of the greatest defensive third basemen of all time.
Now batting, second baseman.
So 2 down now, and here is Brendan Donovan. Grounded out his first time. There's the strike. And that one clips the corner.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground right side, Martinez. Tosses to first, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And down in order go the Cardinals. They trail things here 2-0. Leading off, Kyle Manzardo.
The designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Gray back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Swings through that one.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. And down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Up next for Cleveland.
Here's Jose
third
Ramirez.
baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is in for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Now batting, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Santana. First offering, and it just misses. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Now batting, the
nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So runner at second, 2 down. Thomas now at the plate. On the ground, right side. Boots it. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Angel Martinez.
And here is Angel Martinez. And ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 2 outs. And that's downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Two outs. Up and in. And now it's filled up, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Three-two now. And they're all loaded up.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Sonny Gray will depart, and he kept him in it even though he's in line for the loss right now. New arm when we come back.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Zach Thompson.
Number 57.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Will Brennan digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Line drive, base hit. One runs in, the throw in, it's offline, and he scores. And they lead by 4.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Catcher.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And that one fouled off. Fought off foul. Next pitch misses, and the count now even up. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next pitch is outside. Brian Rocchio next to bat for Cleveland. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So 2 runs in the inning, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. Last half of the 5th coming up. Guardians 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Nootbaar.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
You know, these Cardinals, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And up next for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Grounded out his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Grounds one to short. Sends it across to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along.
Now
2 quick outs.
Catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Now the catcher up to hit. Ivan Herrera doubled in his first AB. Just missed.
1-0.
And that's outside. 2-0.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Guardians 4 and the Cardinals nothing. Brian Rocchio will hit
the
next.
Guardians, shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Misses inside. And a count 1-2. And that one moves his feet.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Up and in, and the count's full. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup, Stephen Kwan, the next to hit, 1 for 3. That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that clips the inside corner.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 down, base is empty. Pitch is in there. That is strike 2. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the DH, Kyle Manzardo. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed. Gets him to chase after that one.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
The other way, and there's a hit. And that extends the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So man aboard, stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. First pitch misses. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
The next pitch misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Sliced hard but foul. The 3-1. And a foul ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two outs. And that's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for Cleveland.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Santana. Fastball for a strike. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That misses. 1-1. And a curveball is just outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
2 on, 2 outs. That one finds the zone. 2-2 now.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Guardians 4 and the Cardinals nothing. So digging in, Victor Scott. His first at bat was a strikeout. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
A changeup missing. Going to count 1-2.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Naylor throws to first in time. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Mason Wynn, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. There's a strike. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. The shortstop takes the ball. The Redbirds down by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a full count. Swing and a ground ball. And that's just foul. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. 2 down, bases empty. And here is Alec Burleson. upstairs. Two down, nobody on.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
Now pitching.
New pitcher for the Cardinals, Kyle Leahy.
Number 62. Kyle Leahy.
Here's Lane Thomas
Leading off
now.
for Cleveland, center fielder Lane Thomas.
Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Right through there for a strike. Slider misses outside. Now this is in the air down the line, and a foul ball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Just off the outside edge, and 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. JoJo Romero, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. King getting cranked up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
Now batting right fielder.
And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Outside,
that's a ball.
and it's 1-0. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Over to first, and he's saved. That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's going to be Bo Naylor. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting. In today's world of baseball, compared to when you played, a good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
There's a strike. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page. And that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Two on, 1 out. Inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Kyle Leahy departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero.
Number 59.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now a chance for Ryan Rocchio. Outside low, ball 1. Romero, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. That one missed. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And misses inside. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
This one in the air. Win. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Guardians put up 3 on this homer. It's now 7-0. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever,
Number
Paul
34.
Sewell.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these
Leading off for
hitters.
St. Louis.
Here comes
First
Wilson
baseman,
Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Big swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Not
One ball,
close with that
2
one,
strikes.
and it's 1-2. Fastball
Yep,
is
that ball went
outside. Outside corner, got him looking.
Now batting. Third
So
baseman,
now it's Nolan Arenado.
Arenado.
Outside,
off the plate.
activity in the bullpen. Tim Herron, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the 3rd inning.
Now batting. Second baseman, Brendan
Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. He's grounded out a couple of times. Tap foul at the plate. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That's out number 2.
Now batting.
So up next,
left fielder,
Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
That's a strike. 0-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
He finds himself in a
count.
tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. So one left for the Cardinals, not going their way. It's 7-0. And now,
Leading
Kyle
off for the
Manzardo.
Guardians, the designated hitter, Kyle Manzardo.
Romero back to work. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And
One
that
ball,
skips in the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a
Now
good
back,
high fastball
third
in a
baseman,
2-strike
Jose
situation,
Ramirez.
it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Misses inside,
That's inside.
and the count is 1-1. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's outside, and it's 2-2. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Carlos Santana digs in now. That one ripped right center field. And in one hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. 1 left for the Guardians. And they hold a 7-0 lead. Jordan Walker now at the plate. Has grounded out a couple of times.
Jordan Walker.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Ball one there. And now it's 1-2. And there's a ball. That's off the inside corner. 3-2 now. In the air, right field. Brennan hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting. Catcher.
And here's the catcher, Ivan Herrera. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Naylor makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting. Center fielder Victor Scott II.
2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Victor Scott. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
Counts 1-0.
And that is out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
On the ground to third. Jump throw. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Jason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Santana makes the catch, and that's the inning. The Cards leave one. They continue to trail 7-0. New pitcher now, John King.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
John King.
Here's the second baseman, Angel Martinez.
Second baseman, Angel Martinez.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Action in the pen down there. Riley O'Brien preparing to come on if needed. Next one is off the plate, and that's ball one. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Will Brennan will hit next. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Strike one. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. This one smacked out to left center. And that's a base hit.
Now batting, catcher, Bo Naylor.
Man at first, Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Man at first, one away. That's in for a strike.
Two balls.
In the dirt, but kept close. In the dirt.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
A changeup missing, and now it's 3-2. Swinging at ball 4 that was off the outside edge.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs. And that one wrapped foul.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Guardians lead 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. Righty reliever out of the pen, Andrew Walters.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here's the Cardinal DH, Alec Burleson. Base knock right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, first baseman.
Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. That one fouled off.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado. Swinging a foul straight back. The Cardinals with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on playing with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Donovan getting ready to hit. Just off the inside edge. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Gloves it on the dive, fires to first. Run scores, but a terrific play to get the out.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
One out left for the Cardinals. Now the left fielder, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that'll do it. The Guardians take this one in a blowout.
Good win by 6 runs. Always nice when you can win by a touchdown or a couple of field goals. Want to keep that momentum going, knowing the offense can score at will, bring it into the next one and get another.